Hello and welcome back to Untitled-2 podcast. My name is Connor.
My name is Ash.
We need something a bit more exciting than that to say, don't we, really?
Yeah.
Do we? Do people care?
I don't know, like...
Oh my god, these obnoxious pricks with the fucking fast cars. Fuck off.
On YouTube, it does seem pretty important that you have, like, a decent opening, a name for your fans, and a decent sign-up.
Yeah, but fucking hell, this is ridiculous. What are they actually doing?
I don't know. They're just...
The mic is definitely picking up those fucking sports cars or whatever. And I can't imagine loading up a YouTube video and someone going, "Hi guys, welcome to the video," and me going, "Oh, wow, that was boring. I'm not watching the rest of the video." Like, I didn't go there to hear what they're going to say.
When I was playing...
I'm more likely to not watch a video because Jacksepticeye's at the start of it going, "Top of the morning to you," or whatever he says.
Yeah. When I was playing 8-ball pool on my phone, there was this YouTube channel that I watched, just so I can improve my skills or whatever. I'll see whatever, cool people are doing, like montages of really cool trick shots, blah, 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 blah. But I noticed when I was skimming through his videos, all his intros were the exact same. It was like he copy and pasted it, but obviously didn't. It was just a typical, like, "Hey, what is going on, guys?"
Oh, like Ali.
Yeah.
"Hey guys, what is going on?" It's like, what? Do you want an answer?
Yeah, but it was that. I don't know. I just think if I started a YouTube channel, I won't even have an intro. I just have it cut straight into the action, like, and I won't even say goodbye. Just the video would end.
Yeah,
because it's not important. Like you said, no one's gonna pick up this podcast, hear us say, "My name is Connor, my name is Ash," and be like, "Well, nah, I didn't like that. You need more pizzazz." Obviously, we will have to plug our shit at the end regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We should maybe trial, like, just talking immediately instead of, like, introducing ourselves or something. It's not really important. We shouldn't be talking about it now.
No, this is really a discussion for off podcast.
But whatever.
I was really just buying this time to think of something to talk about, to be honest.
A little peek behind the curtains. We could talk about Monster Hunter World if you want, mate.
Yeah, we've been playing that again, haven't we? I don't really play it alone, but whenever you come over, it's just basically all we do.
I do play it alone sometimes, but I just really like running around as a group.
Yeah, like we've made a start on the 50 arena quest trophies.
Yeah,
which you're probably a lot further ahead.
Not a lot. I bet I'm like a few quests ahead of you.
So yeah, we need to do 50. We've done 9, 10, 11. I did one on my own, so about 12.
Yeah, I've done a few of my own.
We're trying to get the workshop gear, which... sorry, I just caressed your toe with mine. Yeah, we're trying to get the workshop gear. I'm working on upgrading a great sword at the moment. It seems like the quickest way to get the trophy that I need for 5 rarity 8 weapons. Because you just get them, and they're already rarity 6, and then there's just one upgrade. So you just got to get what you need for it.
I was going to focus primarily on the armor, because it's got some nice gem slots.
Yeah, I do want to get the armor. Once I've done this great sword, we'll focus on what we need for the armor. Hopefully we'll be doing that until the early hours of tomorrow morning. So.
Yeah, but I did notice one of the workshop weapons that I really want.
Oh, that fucking hammer.
The hammer, it's called like the jail summit or whatever.
Yeah.
Jail smasher or whatever, I don't know.
It does look like just a big... It's cage on a stick.
Yeah, big metal cage on a stick with some thunderbugs in it.
Yeah.
But it's got paralysis on it, which is dope. So if I smash the whatever we're fighting in the face enough times, Diablos, eventually it'll just get paralyzed.
Yeah.
And if you fucking run with dual blades and you've got like I forgot what it's called, the ailment that causes them to fatigue faster or something like that. It's not paralysis, is it?
I don't know.
Sleep? Is it? No, it's not sleep. I don't know, but I think there's an ailment you can put on your dual blades that, like, because obviously you hit really fast with dual blades, you can, like, make them fatigue faster and they'll just stand there for, like, a minute or something. And then I could run in with a hammer and just get some really good shots off on the face, which will further make them, more fatigued.
I made a dual sword build and got alright with it. But then I used the dual swords again yesterday. And completely forgot how they worked. I kept trying to string combos together with circle at the end, but you shouldn't do that because when you press circle, it goes into this like 3-move combo that you can't get out of.
Yeah.
So you're just slashing wildly at nothing while the monster charges up at you.
Yeah.
It's just... I used the great sword, I think, for the first time in the arena quest. Really enjoy that. Getting a true charge off is
so satisfying.
really satisfying.
It's the same in the hammer. There's a thing called the Big Bang move, right?
The Big Bang.
Yeah. And the way it works is it takes ages to pull off, right? But I usually use it when the monster goes down, like when someone's mounted on.
Oh, it's fatigued.
Yeah, or is fatigued. Basically, you just run up to him, press circle, 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 and then finally, like on the 5th circle or whatever, you just like you pick up the great hammer, you swing it around your fucking head, and then just bring it down on top of them and just smash the shit out of them. But it takes 5 hits. I think it's a 5-hit combo, and you have to hit them to continue on to the next one. If you press circle and move away, you hit the ground, and you can't press circle again to continue the combo. And that's really satisfying to pull off. In fact, most of the hammer moves are satisfying, like the golf swing. What I do is, you can hold R2 to charge the hammer, right? Mm-hmm. And you can run around while it charges, and you can press circle to do an extra, like, stronger charge.
All right.
And the both charges have got 3 levels to them, so regular charge and strong charge. And what I do is I'll just press hold R2 and immediately press circle afterwards, and you start like a bigger charge.
Yeah.
I won't let it charge all the way to the end. I'll just immediately let go if I'm right next to the monster.
Mm-hmm.
So I swing it into the face, and I'll just keep hitting triangle. I'll do a few hits, and then it ends in this like golf swing, and that does quite a lot of damage for the combo. And if I can get him in the head a few times with it, it does knock them down or fatigue them faster and whatnot, because that's just the mechanics of the game. You hit them in the head enough, and they get pissed off and dazed and whatnot. But the hammer's fun. I want that weapon.
One of the other new weapons that I tried when we were doing arena quests, I don't even know what it's called. It's like a sword and shield, but
charge
then
blade.
You plug the sword into the shield and it turns into a switch axe.
It's a charge blade. The way that works is you build up files by doing damage. And
I was trying to work out on the fly, and it was just really complex.
That was the first time I'd used it as well when we were doing that. I was thinking about like maybe making a charge blade build, but after playing it, it doesn't seem like the sort of weapon for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you build up the files by doing regular damage, and when you turn it into the sword, you can use those files as like ammunition or something like that. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, I played with random people quite a lot. And they were always like using great sword, hammer, insect glaive, bow, the standard weapons. I never saw anybody with like a switch axe or a charge blade or anything like that. My dad's ringing me again. This is unbelievable. Between podcasts, I rang him twice because he wasn't answering. He didn't answer. So I missed 2 calls from him because we were recording a podcast. So I hung up on him twice. Then I tried to ring him back twice, and he ignored me. And now we're recording again. He's fucking ringing me back. It's unbelievable.
I bet he doesn't read texts either, does he? Could just send him a text.
Well, he can read them. He just can't reply to them. He's got big thumbs like me.
Right.
But I have a huge phone, so it's okay.
I've not seen many people with a bow. But it's way more than I've seen with fucking the horn.
Yeah. Well, I was using the bow for the first time as well. That's really good.
Yeah, I like the bow. It's good to get in a rhythm and you stay away from everything.
Yeah, it's a nice rhythm, yeah.
Plus, did you ever manage to get a dragon piercer off?
What is that?
You triangle and circle together.
Oh, I didn't even know.
You pick out an arrow, you like scrape it on the ground to ignite it, and then you just pull it back really far, and then you let go. The cool thing about it is if, say, what's the longest monster in Monster Hunter?
I don't know, probably Devil Joe.
Devil Joe, something like that. So yeah, if Devil Joe just stood still and let you get this fucking dragon piercer off. By the way, what I usually do as well is because I think your charge is carrying through to the dragon piercer.
Oh, so let one shot off first.
What I'll do is I'll dodge backwards and immediately press circle and triangle, and it's got a charge on it. And if you let it off and you hit Devil Joe in his face, explosions start at his face and just spread all the way down the length of his body.
That's amazing.
It's beautiful, mate. I imagine it could go on forever if the monster was infinitely long or whatever. But it's so satisfying. It's really good as well when
Jormungandr.
Yeah, it's really good as well when you get a dragon piercer off. Say you hit him in the arse with it, and you can just see all the explosions spreading up the body, all the numbers popping off, and it gets to the head. And you just, on a fucking Diablos, and then the Dragon Piercer gets to the head and you just explode one of its horns off. It feels amazing.
I didn't even know that. obviously I'll get another chance to try it.
Yeah,
So.
well, I was trying to give you tips and that, but like, because I've played it for so long, I know all about the bow. I feel like I would have overwhelmed you if I just told you more and more.
Yeah.
So I just let you play with it. But yeah, I love the bow. I feel like I've got to that point in the game now where I've done pretty much everything apart from get to hunter rank 100 and obviously augment shit.
Yeah.
But I'm right at the end of the game now where I'm just picking up weapons and getting really good with them. So I've got a few mains now. Like I can, getting really good with a hammer. I'm really good with a fucking greatsword.
Yeah.
I'm really good with a bow. You know, I want to get good with a hunting horn because that seems like it'd be really useful for a group.
Yeah.
But we just have, you know, people.
I have a insect glaive build, which is really good.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got
my
one
standard
as well.
build.
I'm good with that.
Dual blade build, which is cool, but I feel like it's not. Like it could be better. Like it was made by one guy, and it was just specific to how he plays and what he wants to achieve. And I don't think it works for me that well. But I mean, I can use it. I was making a switch axe build, but now that I've used greatsword, I want to make a greatsword build and a bow build. And I think I might leave it at that and not go much further.
Yeah.
And just carry them to the plat.
Yeah, I've got an insect glaive build as well, which I like that. The only thing it annoys me that you do more damage on the ground.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. Like, what the fuck? The whole point is that
so you can mount and whatnot.
Because I primarily use it in the air, and it's hard. Like you said this as well. Like you've used it, and you know it is hard to convince yourself to stay on the ground when there's so much you can do in the air. Plus, there's a chance of mounting it, and you know, which is a great benefit to the entire group if you're with more people. Yeah,
the thing is though, like there's so many other weapons that are better at mounting than the fucking insect glaive. So I don't even know why they let you do all the acrobatics in the air.
Yeah,
because like the amount of times since I switched over to greatsword that we've been playing together, and I've mounted a monster immediately, and you know, then it stops you from mounting it next then because like you've got to do damage.
I think that's what stopped me. Well, when you're on the ground fighting with insect glaive, the strongest combo you can do is just triangle, triangle, circle, triangle, 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 circle, triangle, 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 circle, triangle, over and over again. And if you're not in the air for any reason because you're trying to mount it or whatever, you're just under its feet, pressing the same combo over and over again.
Yeah,
I got really bored of that. I think that's what's convinced me to go for a dual blade build.
Yeah,
and try that out, which I'm not that keen on, but I really want to get a greatsword build going. I might just use the workshop stuff though, because it all seems really good.
I would very much advise you to like play around with it and find out what you want. Like, for me, my greatsword's basically built on survivability and big numbers.
Yeah.
So I've got like medicine jewels on, elementless jewels and stuff, and attack jewel.
Yeah.
Because medicine jewels are amazing, mate. Do you know how like a mega potion at best might do like half of your health bar, or maybe not even that? Yeah. With a few medicine jewels on, right, I've managed to get it so that it does like 2/3 of the bar or just over.
Yeah.
Or like maybe 3/4 or something.
I don't know how I feel about the jewel part of the game. It's like it feels a bit reminiscent of Destiny. Like we've got to a point now where we've got the highest ranked gear. There's not much that the developers could put further to develop, you know, to make the game last longer. So they're like, all right, we'll put these jewels in. You have the right jewels. You can make your gear stronger. You can, you know, surpass the cap of the gear. But the super rare, whenever you want to make a good build, you've got to find these super, like my dual blade build isn't finished because I need like 5 level 3 jewels that are already rare enough in, you know, standard size. Yeah. And it's just a bit like, I would prefer. I don't mind a grind as long as I know what I'm getting into. But when it's just RNG, RNG, okay, I'll play this for 40 minutes and then just for the chance to get a reward, then it's RNG, and then at the end you don't have anything you wanted. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be so bad if it was just like extra, and it was like you had something else to aim for. But
you can stick to the alpha armor. That's got like skills and stuff on it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I really like the whole duel system because obviously you don't level your character up. It's all about your gear and stuff. Yeah. And there might be a really nice piece of armor that's got a specific skill on it that you want. but like the beta armor is better, and you can if because like you can get a jewel for earplugs, but you can also have armor for earplugs, and you might have an armor that's got like I don't know fucking attack boosts on it or just another like unique skill, but you've got an earplugs gem. Just throw that on there,
and then you got the best of both worlds.
Then you got the best of both worlds and stuff, and you can like really like, start like doing the maths behind all the numbers, and you can spend like a week planning out a build, and finally like just tweaking it here and there. And you're like, right, this is the build for me, and you go and make it, and then you can you're a force to be reckoned with. Then
I agree with what you're saying, and think you make great points, but I think it's only right because that's how the game works, and that like they could have just done it a different way, and it would you'd get what you want and I'd get what I want.
I suppose. Well, you can meld things. I'd feel like it'd be better if you could meld more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because it is annoying when because it's cool that you can go to the Elder Melder and you can get a fucking gem for a creature that's really hard to kill, and you've got to do it a million times for the chance of a gem. But then in the same vein, it'd be nice if she had shit items as well, because it's annoying when you just need a bit of webbing or something.
Yeah,
but
like
you've got to fight something huge 3 times just to get it, and it's like it's just a basic. It's common. I'm just getting bad luck. Can you let me meld it?
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could buy certain things and whatnot. But I don't know. I really like the game.
No, I do. I mean, I'll complain about anything. That's just how I am.
I mean, I really like the grind. Maybe it's because it's the first Monster Hunter game I've ever played. The grind isn't boring for me.
No, I do like the grind. Yeah.
Like, so if someone's like, "Oh, I need like I have to get 15 Ace Hunter coins from the arena," and I'm totally fine.
I was just thinking actually. I don't think because at the moment we're just farming the same 2 arena quests, because we need brute gems, we need flying gems and stuff. But we also need these Ace Hunter gems and whatever else that aren't specific to any creature, and I'm wondering maybe those challenges, which seem pretty difficult, have a higher chance of
we're looking at that. I do know that the arena challenges, some of them can give you like, or have been known to give you unique gear, like a certain events on, like for the spring summer event. I think there was some unique arena challenges in there that could give you like something really cool and whatnot. I think was it the Dante armor or something like that, or the
I forgot they were doing that.
Yeah, like was it the Rio armor or whatever? I'm pretty sure like
no,
there was something.
The Rio one came from just having Street Fighter installed.
I'm pretty sure there was some sort of like like promotional armor that you got from the
there was
challenges.
There was something for the spring event, wasn't there?
Yeah,
you needed like special spring coins or something.
Yeah, it's probably that. But I don't know.
You could get like a B outfit for the support.
Speaking of the spring event though, there's a summer one that's starting soon.
Yeah,
it's gonna have like unique events and stuff like that. There isn't a list at the moment, I don't think, of what events will be there. But it starts on the 13th of July, and I'll be here at your place for that.
Yeah, you will.
So we should totally check it out.
Definitely.
Because
if that's what you want to spend your birthday doing.
Well, yeah. I can't say what I want to spend the birthday doing because there'll be a recording of it. It'll go in the records, and I don't want to do that. Plausible deniability.
Nice ambiguity there.
Yeah, but that means our handler will be
That's what it's called, handler.
A nice new outfit for summer.
Summer outfit, probably floral, I bet.
Probably skimpy as shit. It's the Japanese game.
Yeah. She's a girl. Like, it's Japanese.
Yes.
Japanese.
So, but yeah, I still really like the game, and I wish more of my friends would play it more.
What friends?
All right, so the 2 people I play it with, I wish they'd play it more. Because Danny stopped playing it.
Although he went on last night while we were playing, joined our server and then left.
Right.
I don't know if he saw that we were on and got offended and then just bailed because we didn't invite him. No, I'm kidding. It's not like that.
He might have like loaded it up and be all like, "Let's do this," and was like, "Can't be asked."
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of gone off, hasn't
he? Yeah. I don't know. He goes through phases like any gamer where I think at the moment he's like he wants something really like story driven to sink his teeth into. So I lent him.
Yeah, he doesn't like Naughty Dog games.
I lent him The Last
He
of
didn't
Us.
like Horizon, did he?
He said he didn't get into it. Difficult for him though, because like he works long hours.
He's got many kids in his house,
Yeah, there's always kids in the house, and he's got to wait for them to go to bed at like 8 o'clock or whatever.
and then he can play.
And then like he'll
but
sit
then
down.
He's got work in the morning. So.
But he can't get too into it.
Yeah. Horizon. I think you need like a good 15 minutes to get into it, and then when you are into it, you want to play for a few hours.
Yeah. But yeah, I lent him The Last of Us, and he for a second time, and he didn't get into it again. I think he got further than before though. He was saying like it was really clunky and stuff like that, but I felt like it played really nicely.
Yeah. No, I agree. I suppose it depends how he's playing it, because if he's just wanting to run up at him and punch him, it's not going to work, is it?
Well, I think that's what I was thinking as well. Like, you've complained about games that I've not had any problems with and stuff like that, and also you managed to find bugs and glitches everywhere, and I think it's just down to
they managed to find me.
I think it's just down to like different play styles.
Yeah, if I fail something a few times, I'll just go fuck it, and I'll get a lot more aggressive, which surprisingly a lot of the time works, but is probably why I fall into a lot of bugs and shit.
But I mean, like,
because I don't play it as intended if I've been struggling with it.
Like, have you noticed some people have no finesse when they're moving a character around? Like, if you play an RPG and there's like something, like there's a chest down an alleyway, they'll just fucking hold the forward button and just smash him off every object to get there, throw him right in a corner and hold down the button.
Like in the first Avengers when Hulk's running towards Black Widow.
Yeah. And stuff like that. Like, I avoid obstacles and stuff like that, and I've got a bit more finesse with how I move a character and stuff, where I've noticed a lot of people don't. Like if they're wanting to turn left down a corridor or something like that, and then like they'll have to immediately turn right, instead of actually turning the camera, they'll just like strafe and then like scrape the face of the character along the wall, and just until they manage to get into the doorway, and they'll just pop right through it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, I think it's just different play styles like that. Maybe Danny's one of those people, or like the way he moves a character is different to how I would.
A good example of this is how different we play racing games.
Yeah.
So you play first person cockpit view,
Yeah,
or HUD view when cockpit view is not available, and you rarely ever hit a wall or anything. Whereas, depending on the game, like in Project Cars, I'm not going to go around smashing into walls.
Yeah.
But in like Need for Speed, it doesn't matter if I smash into a wall. So I'll just take a corner at full speed, use the wall to slow me down, and then keep going. But you'll like drift appropriately, slow down, pump the brakes and shit. But I'll just be like,
yeah, like I'll take a corner on the inside of the corner and let it like slingshot out into the outside of stuff like that. And I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Also, if it's a racing game where you can destroy the other cars, but like you're racing them and you're like there's like 6 places to have and you get to first or whatever, you are more likely to just race them and win by racing.
Yeah.
I'm more likely to hunt the fuckers down and blow them up and win because there's nobody left to beat me.
Yeah, it's crazy how many different play styles people have and stuff.
Yeah, it really is.
There was a game called, I think it's Onrush, that came out recently, and that's got a similar mechanic. Like you're racing against other people, and you've got like teams of like NPCs and shit that race with you on smaller vehicles and stuff. I think you can run them over or just race past them.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not massive into like sim races. I do like arcade races and stuff.
Yeah, like I prefer Need for Speed to Project Cars.
Yeah.
I haven't played it much. There's like this little demo thing that they'll let you play where you've got these like supercars, and I don't know, it's just too strict.
Yeah.
Like the only way to play it without getting like penalties and shit is just to follow the path it puts on the floor, and it's like
yeah. And like oh no, it's raining, you're losing traction. Oh look, one of your tires is blown out, let's go to the pit and stuff. And it's like, I don't want to race in real life. I want to like be strapped into
what's the point of playing a game? It's like,
I want to be strapped in a Koenigsegg, the fastest Koenigsegg in the world that's ever been made, or even faster. Like, it's a game, let's get crazy.
Yeah.
And I just want to speed down a highway like 300 mile an hour you know, trading paint with oncoming cars and stuff like that. I don't want to be like being like, oh no, my RPMs are getting over the limit. I won't be able to make this corner if I don't slow down now.
Yeah.
But I can play a racing sim. I've played Project Cars a bit. I played Forza before, although Forza's not massive on the sim.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're getting even further away from simulation and stuff.
Drive Club, that was awful.
Drive Club was frustrating.
It was bad.
It was like you could never overtake a car. It was awful. I played it for ages. Like,
what the hell?
Like, that car was always faster and stuff. It was beautiful. It looked pretty as fuck. But I don't know. It was way too simmy for me.
It was so boring. I was watching House of Cards while playing it.
Well, I wanted to watch House of Cards, but then this whole Kevin Spacey thing happened, and I'm like, I can't now.
Yeah, I was thinking that because like I really want to watch Baby Driver again, but like, is it going to be weird?
Yeah. When he talks about,
I don't know. No, I'm not going to say anything to defend him. Obviously, it's not a defensible position, but
no,
I don't. I feel like the media. I feel like the media definitely exaggerated his. Just exaggerated him as a villain,
like a predator.
Yeah,
maybe. I feel like the first I heard of it was that like 14-year-old lad who had tricked the bouncers into letting him to a club where he should have been over the age of 18.
Yeah.
So
and that shit happens to celebrities all the time. It happens to everybody because, you know, if you're 14-year-old and you want... No, I'm kidding.
And I was like... And I was reading it like how he tried something on with him and the kid was basically like, nah, I'm not doing that, I'm going home. And Kevin didn't like chase him down, pin him to the ground and be like, nah, you're my bottom bitch now, son.
Yeah.
He just like was like, all right, fair enough, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, maybe be a bit like, you know, forgiving, you know? It was obviously the kid was still 14. Maybe Kevin didn't know that. Who knows? But like, maybe just take it with a pinch of salt. And as I was formulating this opinion in my head, more shit came out. I was like, oh, Kevin, no. And then Louis C.K. and fucking hell, man. Hollywood is fucked.
Everybody. It's drugs, isn't it? There's drugs everywhere.
It's power, money, all that shit.
All
man.
of it, yeah. It's a different world, completely different world. Can you imagine just being in that world, I suppose?
Climate.
For a day. Just how surreal and different it'll be. But then to tell yourself, this is how these people live every day. This is normal to these people.
I don't know. I feel like these people weren't born like bad or evil or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, it's just
and like I don't think they had intentions of doing it. But if you walk up to any person, man, woman, you know, race, religion, doesn't matter, and say, if you do this, you get this sort of power and whatnot, I'm pretty sure most people are going to get corrupted by it instantly.
Unless they're what a lot of people call a floater, who is happy with a minimum wage job, with no ambition.
You don't really get that with
the
millennials anymore. That was like a baby boomer thing, wasn't it? Like my dad's generation, they got their first job at like 16. In like say fucking I don't know Twix factory or whatever, and they'd be forever loyal to that company forever. Just work there, rising through the ranks or not. But for our generation, it's like we want more. We want to get a job where we can progress faster and have options if we later decide we want to go work for a different company. But we also want to like pursue our own ideas of what a good career is and our own creativity and end up being in a creative field and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's why like factory jobs and shit are like not worth it anymore.
They're also not entitled. Well, not as necessary as they used to be. Obviously, the advent of technology,
things are getting more like automated and that.
Yeah.
But like when my dad was our age, he could go work in a factory and he'd make a killing. He'd be able to go out drinking every night and buy himself nice things and his girlfriends or whatever, buy a house.
Yeah.
Whereas if we got a factory job now, we would not be able to own a house. We would not be able to go out drinking. We wouldn't be able to buy even nice foods. We'd have to live off like Tesco value and shit like that.
Yeah.
Whereas if we put our effort into becoming like making our own like graphic design company or something like that, working for other people and stuff, on a freelance basis, and we got really, got a name out there, we'd be making a shit ton of money. We'd be killing everything, fucking just destroying the world with our money and our awesomeness. But obviously, it takes a lot of effort in that, and the baby boomer generation just fucked us up so much.
Yeah.
We've talked about it before.
I think it's a bit of a pretentious our generation thing to do, to blame everything on them. But there's a lot of blame.
Everything.
There's a lot of blame to be placed, but it's not like they did it intentionally.
Yeah, no.
Although they'll most of them will never accept that they.
Yeah, no, I don't. It wasn't like it goes back to what I said earlier. Like they didn't intend to ruin the housing market and the economy for our generation. I'm pretty sure if they didn't, and we were given the exact same opportunities now, our generation would do the exact same thing.
Yeah,
of course. Who doesn't want to like make a shit ton of profit and live large?
I think, it's there's nothing really they could have done differently.
Yeah.
It's just it was going to happen. But the problem is that the problem that most of us have is that when you face somebody from that generation and say, "Hey, stop belittling me for not having it as easy as you did. Stop calling me lazy and blaming me. The world has changed, and you need to accept that."
Yeah.
But no, a lot of our generation don't approach them with that argument. They'll say the world's like this because of you.
Yeah.
Leave me the fuck alone. But it's not. That was going to happen, but we don't need them to accept responsibility. That's not the point. The point is that they understand the hardships that our generation has had and that the next generation is going to have, and understand that things have changed, and we're not just lazy.
Yeah. You don't really grind my gears.
Go on, Peter Griffin.
You'll see a post every now and then where it's all like, when we were kids, we were always playing out on the street, and we had milkmen that brought us bottles of milk and all that shit. And then they'll compare it to us millennials who are always on our phones and whatever else.
Yeah. If they didn't have phones and video games back then, they wouldn't be using them.
Yeah, it's like fucking. Do you not understand how we evolve and how things change?
Also, I'm sure if you gave the new technology a chance, you'd fucking love it too.
Yeah, and then they were like, they're all like, because we didn't have such amazing technology, we were forced to go out and interact, and we became better people. And I was like, yeah, but what if us now being so technologically focused means that we can improve the world for the next generation? That would make us better people as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, it's apples and oranges, man. It does me head in.
Mm-hmm.
Really. And it's like, and like they'll even use examples from their childhood that just don't sound nice at all.
Yeah.
Like, we had to we didn't have a indoor plumbing. We had to go outside for the toilet. And I was like, that's fucking awful. I'm glad we've all got indoor plumbing now. Or like, we didn't have baths. We just had a metal tub, and we had to fill it with warm water and share it with all our brothers and sisters. And I'm like, why is that a positive point for you? It's awful.
Yeah, it's like, what's the goal?
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to achieve by saying things like that?
Like, you had to wait fucking 10 minutes for your record player to warm up before you started listening to music and shit. Who cares, man? Like, we're better off now because technology's got better, and like, in like fucking 40 years time, the generation's gonna be facing the exact same shit that we have. Like, we'll be talking about like, when we were your age, we only had smartphones. We didn't have holographic fucking optical
we didn't have brain
lenses.
implants.
Yeah, I don't know.
Although I can't wait till we do.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Brain connected devices, mate.
Our
future
generation is gonna be so bizarre when we're old. We're gonna be like all.
I feel like we're gonna be open to new technologies.
Yeah,
but
I think our generation
that was
is.
My point.
Our generation is massively open to. I mean, there's still a few idiots in our generation who don't understand how phones and computers and stuff
I
work.
won't say idiots; they just weren't exposed to it.
Yeah, but like a lot of people in our generation, a good majority, we understand all this shit, and we're so eager to adopt new technology and stuff like that.
I am so eager.
Yeah, I know. You always jump on board before I do.
Yeah,
I like the idea of it and stuff, but I like to see how it gets executed before I adopt it.
Yeah,
Because like saying shit like, oh, you know, we're gonna move everything onto the cloud, and everything's gonna be like instantly obtainable and stuff like that for whatever device that, you know, like could be a phone, could be like with the Xbox One, they wanted to like run games on the cloud, so you know you could have like really insane graphical quality or whatever.
Yeah.
Sounds great when you say it like that and down on paper, but you've got to wait for it to actually be a thing and see how it performs before I adopt it.
Yeah.
Because the last thing that I want is to like, you know, like say a new phone comes out and it's supposed to be the world's most fucking advanced phone. Maybe it's like got a holographic interface or something like that. And if I were to drop all this money on it, because it would be expensive as shit, get it day one, boot it up, and it's like, this is not worth it. This is shit. You know, it's not as advertised. I'd feel awful. It'd be ridiculous. And then like, if I'd have waited like say a year for everyone to like finally get a decent opinion on it, and it turns out to be a really good phone, I'm not even, you know, I'm not really lost anything. I can still buy it.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of technology we could already have. Like beast technology is so cool, but then there's other technology holding it back. Like it can't become mainstream because of other technology. Like I don't know. Like internet's the biggest one.
Yeah.
There's so many things we could do that would be much more convenient if everything was just internet connected.
Yeah.
Everything could be streamed and stuff like that. I'd definitely have a PS Now subscription. If they start putting PS4 games on there and stuff and streaming everything, but there needs to be some sort of like government grant to get everyone on fiber optic.
Definitely.
Like I'm still on broadband and it is painful sometimes. I can't upload the podcast from home. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, like people still buy DVDs, which is mental. That's holding back.
I get my dad DVDs.
Yeah.
But yeah, if DVDs stop being a thing, then streaming services.
Yeah, I mean, like even Blu-rays can even like take a bar out now because like I won't even buy a Blu-ray anymore. I'd just probably.
It's too expensive. It's ridiculous because a DVD is usually about £10 brand new when the film comes out, and then the Blu-ray is double that.
Yeah,
and it's like,
I just feel
is it
like
worth that for like
it'd be better
a little bit more resolution.
Like with Amazon Prime, there's like every movie's on there. But it's not always on Prime.
Yeah, you can rent it.
So you can rent it or you can buy it, and it's forever on your account then.
I've got Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. And like it works well with the PlayStation. There's so many games that I've bought now that are just permanently tied to my account.
Yeah.
And it should work the same for movies, you know, like.
Just feel like Guardians of the Galaxy is on Netflix now, so I bought that for no reason. Although if I didn't have Netflix, I'd be glad.
Yeah. There's a lot of streaming services out there. And so you can pick and choose what your favourites are and stuff, and I just feel like, you know, it should it's like
I wish it was a unified thing though. I don't, it's too much to choose from. You know what I mean? Like I think if I had to choose between Netflix and Amazon, it would just be Netflix because I never find out what I want to watch on Amazon Prime.
A service that connects all of the streaming services.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. It'd be expensive as fuck though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I only have Amazon Prime because I buy everything on Amazon.
See,
if I can buy it on Amazon, I'll buy it on there rather than anything else.
But like a service to link all other services wouldn't have to be expensive if like
the services were.
If people stop paying for a fucking television license and just put the money into that instead.
Yeah, let's get rid of TV. Oh my god.
Oh, I hate it. Like you'll sign up for Virgin Media. For like, you'll get a package and it'll be like, oh, with this TV package, you get all the sports channels, like 2 movie channels, and you know all the other regular free channels and that. And it's like, can I not just pick and choose which channels I want to subscribe to? Because I don't want to watch all that.
No, that's a good idea. That could be the key to.
Isn't that what you do in America? Like, you know, you subscribe to a channel.
I'm not sure. I know that because my biggest problem with TV, the reason I stopped watching TV like 10 years ago, is because because my alternative to TV was YouTube. It was so much better to just watch YouTube because you could just watch what you want. And I'm not saying like illegally watch a pirated version of a TV show on YouTube or whatever. I mean, if I'm in the mood for a certain type of content, I can just watch it when I want, as much of it as I want.
Yeah.
But like with TV, it's like, I've got to wait till Tuesday at 6 o'clock and free my schedule for 6 o'clock so I can sit down and watch this show that I'm really into. And if I miss it, well, fuck it, I've just missed half an hour. And I've just got to watch the next episode and try and figure out what happened.
I'll have to try and catch like a rerun or whatever.
Yeah, and then obviously they added recorded TV, which is alright.
Yeah, now there's
stuff like Now TV and On Demand, which is good. But I think we just need to all just start using streaming services. Yeah. Streaming services are so much better than TV.
Or just like revolutionize the way we use TV channels. Like let us pick and choose what channels we want and pay the channel directly.
The problem then though is obviously content on streaming services has a high budget, you know, like Daredevil, or they'll take AMC shows like Breaking Bad and I was just going to use an example which is actually on Netflix now, but it wouldn't really allow for the same crap like soaps and Love Island and, you know, like brain cell rotting shit like that.
Yeah.
But actually Love Island's on Netflix now, so.
Yeah, I know, it keeps saying recommended 98% match. Like, how is it? How is it a 98% match?
Well, you share it with your mum, don't you? So.
No, we've got
you've got individual accounts, yeah.
But like, I mean, I watched Santa Clarita Diet, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, some other shit on there. Like, how has that matched me with Love Island?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want the rating system back. What was wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a Netflix user then, so.
Oh, really?
No, yeah.
Oh, it was much better when you could see a rating. This film is a 6 out of 10. Okay, I won't get my expectations too high. This will be a good film to watch while I'm chilling out. But now it's like 70% recommended to you, Love Island, and I'm like, well, show me why, show me how, show me what other people think of it. Is it good? Should I watch it? Am I going to lose brain cells watching this fucking crap?
It's like on Amazon when you buy a product, it's all like, other users also bought these.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
They should totally be that.
Exactly.
You know, like,
I think they do, to be fair. But I think that's what the recommended system thing is. But even just that, other users also watch this from this, you know.
Yeah, well, it should tell you how it's matched. That's like you were saying, like, if it's
give me more.
If Love Island's 98% matched to me or something like that, I'd like to know how, so I can stop that in the future.
Yeah.
Can you like thumb shit down and stuff anymore?
No, I don't know how it works.
Also, is there a way, right? I watched the first episode of a British TV show called Plebs.
All right, yeah.
And I was not into it at all, but now it's forever on my continue watching list.
Yeah, can you get rid of that shit?
I don't know. I've looked
because you put Santa Clarita Diet on.
Yeah.
Here to show me like the first episode, and I don't know. I'm probably not going to keep watching it, but it's going to stay and continue watching now forever.
Yeah.
And Guardians of the Galaxy's in there because we had some friends over, and we watched Guardians of the Galaxy with them. And then when the credits came on, I exited it obviously, and now it's sat in there like continue watching the fucking credits.
Yeah, I want to be able to like remove shit from the continue watching.
Yeah,
it's just
you might be able to do it on desktop, but obviously I use it on TV, though.
So yeah, I'll use it on my PlayStation and my Amazon Prime Fire TV.
Yeah,
which is, I don't know. It feels like I'm cheating on it.
Yeah, watching Netflix on it. Didn't they do something weird with YouTube recently?
Yeah, on the Fire TV boxes, YouTube is no longer an app. It runs through a Mozilla or Safari or something like that.
I think it's Mozilla because I think Amazon...
Well, I had a choice between a Safari browser and Mozilla browser, I think. So, and I chose Firefox, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why they did it, but for some reason it's...
Except Internet Explorer.
It's no longer an app. Which is really weird anyway, because like the icon for, you know, the big square box...
blue now.
It's blue on. It's always been blue on Amazon Fire TV for some reason, but like it says explicitly in the design fucking notes,
in the guidelines.
In the guidelines for
YouTube's
YouTube.
branding, how to use the logo.
Yeah.
Never use a color other than red, white, or black.
Mental. Yeah, moving from TV and that. I told you recently about how Overwatch got a massive update, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Don't know if you told us on podcast.
No, I've told you personally.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, like I've told you before, like when I told you on Facebook, I told you that they changed the heroes up, so like you don't have attack, defense, tank, and support anymore. It's just DPS, tank, and support, like healing or something like that. And so like a few characters have been shuffled around. So like Symmetra's a fucking a pure DPS now. You can do you know how you put down your teleporters? You put 6 on thingy. Well, now you can only put 3 down at a time. But when you put it down, it travels in a line towards something that makes it stop, like a wall or whatever, which is really cool because like if everyone's in a room, like a really tiny room, you just throw a fucking turret in there and it makes them scatter a bit.
Yeah.
Her beam no longer locks on, which is fucking awful.
What?
Do you know she has that gun?
All right, yeah.
And you didn't even have to. You just had to loosely follow them with a reticle, and you couldn't get away from her. Well, now it no longer locks on. It's just like a longer line, so it's been made.
You got it.
It's been made longer than that, and you actually got to hit him with it, like Zaya's cannon and that. What else she's got? Probably some patch notes actually. I will tell you.
Since the last time I played it, they've added Doomfist.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Doomfist.
They've added Moira.
Yep.
And recently added
Brigitte. Yeah.
And they've announced a new one.
Yeah, I think he's called Hammond the Hamster.
He's called that, but his character's called something else, I think, because he's inside some mech or whatever.
Yeah.
I've only seen the hamster. I haven't seen the actual.
It's basically a hamster diva.
That seems
lazy.
No, it seems too far out. Like, there's all these weird characters and shit. Fair enough, but a hamster?
Yeah, like what's his name? Winston. He was like a prodigy fucking ape child.
Yeah,
thing.
I wonder if they're linked.
And he grew up on a base on Mars.
Base. Mars? I thought it was on the moon.
Yeah, the moon even. So like, it's not too far fetched to be like, oh, maybe they've given him some, they've like experimented and made him smarter and whatnot, like in Planet of the Apes. Yeah. But like a hamster. That is not great. So yeah, Symmetra. Her photon projector no longer locks on. Range has been increased to 10 meters. Damage ramping now takes 2 seconds instead of 1, so it doesn't like kill you in 3 seconds flat. But the damage goes now from 60 to 120 and then 180, and before it was 30, 60, and 120.
Okay.
Generates ammo instead of spending it when hitting a barrier. I think that's some, like, probably to do with shields and stuff.
Oh, if you shoot a shield, you get ammo.
I think so, yeah. Ammo's reduced from 100 to 70.
Wait, that's actually because you can destroy shields by hitting them, can't you?
Yeah.
So that makes it very useful. Oh shit! Sorry.
Do you know her alternate fire mode when she fires the big blue orbs?
Sorry, I'm just.
Apparently, they're no longer pierce targets, so I probably might bounce off shields now and stuff.
All right.
Which is better.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it when a Symmetra. Because it didn't do massive damage. It was just like kind of like a scratch. It was like, fuck off, man. It's annoying.
Yeah, it was just annoying. Yeah.
And they now explode on contact.
Wow.
Yeah. They're also increased in projectile speed and charge up speed, and the damage has changed to 60 impact from 60 explosive. Oh no, 60 explosive from impact, I think. Like I said, the turrets are projectiles that set in place when they land. You can deploy a max of 3, down from 6. Damage is increased.
Oh, so you shoot the turrets out instead of lazily placing them.
The annoying thing is, do you know how they slow you down when you hit by them? They increase that effect.
Oh.
A teleporter can now place the exit up to 25 meters away from Symmetra. Entrance automatically built in front of Symmetra rather than her team's spawn point.
Yeah.
Last 10 seconds, health lowered to 300.
Wait. So you can place a teleporter up to 25 meters away from you?
Yeah, it's no longer an ult.
But as you place it down, it'll appear in front of you.
I think so. I've not used it, so I can't really.
I was playing it when they stopped it being an ult. I remember that.
I think a teleporter's always been an ult.
Was it something else? Because she had two ults.
Yeah, she got given a second ult, which was a shield.
Yeah.
Barrier thing. The new ultimate photon barrier deploys a barrier that is big enough to span and cut through an entire map. Orientation can be changed by pressing the ultimate button again.
The entire map?
Yeah.
One big barrier?
Yeah.
From end to end?
Yeah. I've not used it. I mean, I have used it. I've used both a new teleporter and the barrier, but I had no idea what it did, so I bodged up the fucking placement of them both and just ruined
Can you
it.
move through it?
I think so.
Because imagine you're in a corner of a room, and then some Symmetra on the other side of the map places a barrier down, and you're just trapped in the corner.
I think both you and the enemy can go through it, but it stops projectiles and stuff. So
yeah, it makes sense.
But yeah, McCree's been buffed as well. His Deadeye is now 200 meters instead of 70.
You were something else playing as McCree. It was unbelievable, and I can't imagine, because you've told me the changes they've made to McCree, and I can only imagine you would be even more of a force to be reckoned with playing as McCree.
If you had at a spot, you're 200 meters away, you could literally be anywhere. Whereas when it was 70 meters, as soon as you heard it's high noon, you just do a 360, you find out where he is, duck behind something. Because it was literally like 70 meters away from you. You want that far to see him. And he glows red. Mm-hmm. So now it's 200 meters. It could be fucking anywhere. You'd have to look around for a bit. By the time you found him, it might be pressing R2 and killing you and shit. Doomfist had some changes, but you don't even know what he did before, and so there's no point saying that. And Orissa's ultimate cost was reduced by 15%.
I liked Orisa. After they nerfed Diva, I couldn't find anyone to play as.
Yeah.
But then they brought Orisa out, and I was like, yeah, this is my jam.
Yeah. So, all heroes in the defense and offense categories have emerged into a new category, which is just called damage. Combat can now be heard 25% further away. That's probably just an audio thing. They changed a thing here, a spray. They've also, I don't know if they've added it or it was just a thing that was never used on PlayStation, but you have to bind an interact button now. Which is weird.
What?
Yeah.
So there isn't actually an interact button, you've got to add one?
Yeah.
Weird.
And I don't know
what would you put as your interact button?
I don't know, like X is to jump, square's always to like reload.
I think it'd have to be D-pad, wouldn't it?
It has to be something on D-pad, but I use a D-pad for like sprays and stuff like that.
You have to give one up.
I don't know, yeah.
I'll get one of those fancy controllers with 10 extra buttons.
Yeah. Also, I have because they put the fucking sprays, emotes, and all the other shit on a wheel, didn't they? Mm-hmm. I have the wheel tied to the left thumbstick.
Yeah.
Because like because you used to use left thumbstick to sprint as a soldier, but I've mapped that to L1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did the same.
Or not X and L1's to jump.
Yeah, because it made it
because I can
easier to run and shoot.
Yeah.
Because you didn't need to use
Yeah, because then I can like, if something's about to happen, I need to jump out of the way, but I still need to shoot. I can just smash L1 immediately and not have to take my thumb off anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did that. But yeah, the career profile, they added an Inspire uptime percentage statistic for both Brigitte on the career profile. I don't know what that does.
I don't know what any of what you just said means.
They removed statistics for Symmetra on the career profile for some reason.
What?
They just basically added a bunch of new statistics.
Oh, maybe they've reset the statistics because she's completely different.
Maybe. They've also added a scoped critical hit accuracy for Widowmaker, because obviously your accuracy would have gone down when you hip firing, because it's like a machine gun in it when you hip fire versus headshots.
Yeah. Isn't Symmetra like a villain in the canon? They did a comic about her, didn't they? And she was.
I don't think she's a villain, but she's not like she's like grey, like right down the middle. I think she's a good person, but the company she works for is a bit underhanded with stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a bunch of map updates as well. But I don't know if it says here. They did add a new system where you can upvote and downvote players and stuff.
Yeah, you were saying.
You can, when you press pause and you go on the player list, you can choose a player and then press a button so that you don't get matched up with them for the next 7 days, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like so many people are playing it now, you probably won't see the same person twice for ages.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, it's probably not enough to get some people back into it. I only play it because your sister plays it and she likes to play it with me.
Yeah.
Because then she gets wins. Because she's shit without me. So yeah. I don't really have any other game stuff to talk about if you want to take over for a bit.
Whenever I'm close to a plat,
Yeah.
it really bothers me because I'm like, I'm close. I just need to find time to do it. So like, I am close with Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah.
Which the kid in me really is enjoying. Like, there's some really cheesy humor, which, because my dad is very much a dad joke kind of person, like, I really enjoy like cheesy dad jokes and stuff. So yeah, I am enjoying it. Also, I was a big fan of Marvel comics and stuff as a kid, so it's like a little nostalgic as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm close. I have one more side quest to do. To unlock that side quest, I need like 22 more gold bricks, which you just get by wandering around and doing little missions for people. And then some characters to unlock, which again is the same way. So I'm close, man. I just want to sit down and get it done. But like, it's obviously tomorrow is Sunday for us. I've got some freelance web design work I'm doing, so that's going to probably be my whole day, so I'll get it done tomorrow. Today obviously we're chilling out. I'm not just going to ignore you and my girlfriend and just work on platting the game. So
wouldn't mind if I had another game to plat, but like with your internet I'd have to spend the next the rest of the day
it'd have to be on the disc or something.
Yeah.
And then there'd be updates anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I feel you though. I've got one trophy left on Swords of Ditto. I just can't be asked grinding it, mate. Like,
do you feel me now? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not that I'm filled with bugs. My game's filled with bugs or anything. So they've fixed quite a few. It's just that it's RNG. I need to collect 2 more of these toys that I've never even seen in the game, and just the whole process of
some of them are shop only as well. By the way.
Yeah, and I've got to check the shop every time.
Yeah.
So I've got to, like, get a new character, go check out the shop and that, go and talk to Mormo, then go and find the 2 toy dungeons, defeat the anchors if I want to, and then go and fight Mormo again. And then, like, if I don't get those 2 toys in from those dungeons, right, then I've got to go obviously fight Mormo, and then I've got to do it again. Might only get one of the ones I don't have next time, and I've got to do it again, and I might not get any of them. I just got to keep doing it until they give me them.
It's just not fun, is it?
It just takes too long.
I think the bug worked in my favour with the toys, because I think I had every toy at one point or other, but there was a bug that meant that you had to have them all at the same time.
Really?
And I managed to get all of them except 2 in one playthrough. And then I was like, I can't get any more. I just had to find loads of money, get as many from the shop as possible. There's key dungeons. If an NPC gives you a key, you can go into a dungeon that's got a little lightning bolt above the door. They always have a toy in them.
Yeah.
Obviously the toy dungeons.
It's just like you always come across the key dungeon first.
Yeah.
And you gotta go look for an NPC.
And then you gotta go back. But yeah, so I managed to get them all except 2, and I was like, I've fully exhausted every, avenue for getting a new toy. I didn't want to waste all the gems I had extending days more and more because there was no point. There was nowhere else to get a toy. So I was like, oh, well, fuck it. Maybe next time. So I went and beat Momo. And then my next playthrough, I got the bow. I always buy the bow first because it's the most useful item. Because it's like the Nerf gun, except it does damage. So.
Yeah.
And as soon as I bought that bow, the trophy popped, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't... See,
But I'd had the bow before because I got it on every playthrough, so it didn't make sense that the bow was the last one it needed. Yeah. So I don't know what was happening with the trophy.
What I'd do is I'd fucking go and do the trophies, not the trophies, the toy dungeons. If I didn't get it, I'd go and die, so I can start the next playthrough. But I know that's gonna fuck me over because it's a buggy game.
Yeah.
But because you lose all your items when you die now instead of you did before. But like even if you completed the thing and you didn't die, you'd still lose your items, but you get to keep them now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd lose all my items and that. I'm fine with it. I don't give a shit. I don't need them. But I know it'll fuck the trophy up with me somehow.
Yeah.
I'll finally get the 2 that I need, and it won't pop, and I'll just be like, fuck it. If this was a disc, I'd snap it so hard. Man.
Well, if that happens, go buy the bow and see if it works.
Yeah. Well, when they updated the game, so you kept your items after you win, it just dropped the bow in my fucking inventory anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't even have the bow. I never even saw it. And it just I defeated Mormo. My next character woke up. There was a bow in my inventory. So yeah. Also, I'm really close to Mad Max, the trophy basically.
Oh yeah, you still haven't done that, have you?
No, I just can't be bothered. Like first it's finding time in the day, and then when you do find it, it's like, but there's these other games that are much more interesting.
I've got like 6 or 7 games I haven't even booted up yet.
I've got loads of games that I haven't played, mate.
It's like all these sales, man. PlayStation, just chill out.
I know there's more I want to buy still, but I've got like 200 odd games, 210 games, I'd say, something like that.
What did we see earlier? That was
Ukulele?
Like, yeah. Did you end up getting it?
No.
I'll get it because I want to get it.
Yeah, I want to get like Dragon's Dogma or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of games I want to get, and fucking Sony. Like I said to you, I thought Sony loved us. Why are they doing this to us?
Yeah.
Sale after sale after sale, mate.
For the players.
For the players. Although there's a hashtag going around, not for the players.
Oh, it's so pathetic.
Because they can't play Fortnite on the PlayStation and the Switch.
Over a Battle Royale game.
A free game.
Unbelievable. I can't play with my friends on Xbox. Get an Xbox. If that's what matters to you. It's always been that way. It's always been that way. Just because someone else decided to do it differently. What the fuck?
Microsoft and Nintendo have been getting really friendly recently over this whole thing.
Do you think Sony and Nintendo are still scarred from the original PlayStation?
Maybe
because they worked on it together, didn't they?
No, I don't think, was it the original PlayStation? I thought it was just it was a console that had optical based.
The original PlayStation was the outcome.
Yeah,
from
like
the
they were
failed
working together.
Nintendo disc project.
Yeah, they're probably making a new Nintendo console or something like that, and then it failed. So Sony just took their ideas and made a PlayStation. And look at them now, man. PlayStation 4, which is still quite frequently, like I think last month it was the most sold console. Like still, this late in the life cycle, like people are already predicting at PS5 by the like next year or so.
Do you know?
Still selling so well.
That whole thing gave birth to the PlayStation, but also Nintendo weren't just looking at working with PlayStation; they were also looking at working with Philips, and that's where the Philips CDI came from.
yeah, I remember that. Well, I don't remember it, but
and the worst 3 Zelda games in history.
Yep. God, it just didn't look very good at all, did it?
No.
The CDI thing. There's been quite a few console blunders, hasn't there?
Yeah.
There was that Japanese one that was a satellite. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You might have told me.
It was like it's hard to research as well, but I don't know what it was called or how I can tell people at home to find it. But you basically there would be it was like TV, so they would send out a new level.
Yeah.
Via satellite, and you would just download it on your console, and you'd get to play it through that.
Have you heard these rumors about a Google gaming console? We talked about it.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it, didn't we? That they were looking at putting their what's it called when you throw in the hat in the ring?
Yeah.
I
don't know. Like, I don't know if it'll work out well. Remember the last console that tried to make it big? Exactly. It was the Ouya. Remember that?
That wasn't a console. It was just
no. They were trying to make it like a competitor, because you could play Android games and stuff on it.
That wasn't the last one.
Was it not?
Whatever happened to? Was it called the Steam engine? No. What was it? The Steam console.
Yeah. No. That
was just like a.
It was basically just like a pre-built PC,
computer,
but it was just really small and that
with that horrible controller.
Yeah, apparently people say that's a good controller. I don't know how.
I can't imagine a a touch controlled ball being better than a joystick.
Yeah.
A Joy-Con.
But
Fucking
thumbstick.
joystick was right, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sounds weird now that we have Joy-Con.
I don't know. Whenever I say joystick, I always think of like something really big that you wrap your hand around, really meaty.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas thumbsticks for your thumb. Anyway,
Really meaty.
yeah, meaty.
Specifically meaty.
Yeah, beefy. You know, massive, thick. Got the double C.
Full cream.
We were saying, yeah, they still have SteamOS and all that, which is still all works, and that's just. I don't know. I think it was a bad move for Steam, for Valve. They should have just focused on just the Steam as a digital.
Well, what I didn't like about it was that
distributor.
it was a PC without the rest of the PC.
Yeah.
Like, it's a better option to just get a PC.
It was still really expensive as well. Like,
Yeah.
You could probably made a low-end gaming rig for the same price. It was like
Yeah.
800 quid or something. Didn't market it very well. It was really expensive, you know, just...
Atari as well brought out a...
Isn't it just like a...
Yeah, it's just an emulator.
Yeah, it's the same thing that Nintendo do.
Yeah,
with the
That's
little,
probably where they got the idea.
probably.
I really do want a SNES Mini, but man, are they expensive and hard to find.
Yeah.
Nintendo do that shit on purpose.
I was going to say, but I don't really... It, like, a few months ago, I would have said this. Like, they should do a Dreamcast one, but I have a Dreamcast now, so it's fine.
Yeah.
The only games I want to play on Dreamcast anyway is Shenmue 1 and 2, and I've got Shenmue 1 and 2 for the Dreamcast, and I've pre-ordered it for the PlayStation, so can't wait for them to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for the third one. I'm so in love with those games.
I wonder how remastered they mean when they say remastered. Like, if they just fix the lighting up a bit.
I don't think it's going to be built
That's
from the
usually
ground
all
up.
it is, isn't it? Anti-aliasing and lighting.
Yeah, a few texture upgrades and that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be nice if they surprised everyone and just built it from the ground up. I would love that.
If they do it well.
But
Could be another crash.
it's Sega, so I don't know if they would do that.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot did really well still.
Even though it was a huge disappointment.
It was the physics that changed, and I think that was the worst move they did.
Literally, all they would have to do to make me,
Play it again,
play
is
it
just change the
hitboxes.
Yeah.
Just change the hitboxes.
Yeah, and
Just
keep
patch
the jumping physics from the first game the
But
same.
it just goes to show that they cared more about making money than the player experience, right? Because they've sold the copies, everyone's got the game, there's no plans for DLC or anything, so there's no reason for them to go back to it, fix it and make everybody happy. So they're like, well, there's your game.
Yeah.
We could update it, patch it and make it a lot better, but no.
At least
We
give us
don't
an
have as
option.
much respect for the franchise as we said we did, so...
Yeah, at least have an option to switch the hitboxes and physics style.
I'd even like it if you had an option to just switch back to old Crash,
Yeah.
and I could just play that.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I got into the way it worked, and that it was just every now and then a jump would just go so wrong, just because your feet would be on it, but the domed bottom of the hitbox would make you slide off again. It's
Yeah.
like, for fuck's sake, man.
Yeah.
But I was close to playing that as well. I just have to get a few more of the special.
The first Crash.
The first,
not all
Crash, not
three.
all three. I just need to get a few more of the special coloured gems that you need for unlocking certain areas and whatnot in the thing, and then just do all the time trials, and that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Get like, was it gold or platinum in all the time trials, and yeah, that's the last trophies I need.
I can only imagine it's even worse under time pressure.
A little bit. I started using the directional buttons.
I was doing that as well, yeah. Because that's how you would have played it on PS1.
Yeah.
It didn't have thumbsticks, did it?
No.
That was when DualShock came out, right?
PlayStation, PlayStation 1, I don't think, had thumbsticks. PlayStation 2 did.
I think towards the end of the PlayStation 1.
They had thumbsticks.
Because I do have PlayStation 1 controls with thumbsticks.
Right.
But they work on the PS2.
Yeah. I think it was probably one of those added things you could have bought. Like, every PlayStation would have come with a regular controller that just had directional buttons in it and that.
Yeah.
But if you'd paid a bit extra, you could have got one.
And then
It was a long time ago, I can't remember.
during the PlayStation 2 era, that's when vibration became a thing.
Yeah.
Because then you could get a DualShock controller. which
I think DualShock was in
some
PlayStation
games
1
didn't-
as well. I'm pretty sure I have a memory of a grey controller with thumbsticks, and it said DualShock on it.
I thought it was called that because of the vibration, but I don't think vibration was a thing in PS1.
Right.
But I have obviously one in the other room, so we can go investigate that.
Yeah. So we should probably end this here because it's an hour and 10 minutes in.
Okay.
So let's plug some stuff.
You do it. I always do it. You do it.
We have a Twitter, and we're also on
What's the
Podbean.
Twitter handle?
At UT2cast.
Okay. Where else are we?
We're on Instagram.
Yeah, doing good things on Instagram.
We are doing very good things on Instagram. We have Facebook, but fuck Facebook.
What's the Twitter? The Instagram handle?
Untitled-2 podcast.
Yes, it is.
Cool.
What do we do on those every day?
We release fucking little snippets of highlights, things that Connor found hilarious, and he's edited them into like little videos. And every day on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook
At 5 o'clock.
at 5 o'clock, one of them will go up, but each platform gets a different randomized highlight.
Yeah.
So you could see 3 different ones on the day, basically.
Yep.
Or if it's just so unlucky, it's the 3 same ones all uploaded.
I don't think that could ever happen.
If given enough episodes and enough highlights, it will eventually happen.
Yeah.
We have a Podbean, which is probably just something like untitled2.podbean.com.
UT2cast.
UT2cast.podbean.com. Find us all on there. You know how the internet works. You're smart people. We trust you. Stay classy.
Well done. I'm proud of you. You did a good job.
Thank you, Daddy.